the scent of a flower. It's the universal sign that spring is sprung. Well, that and skunk spray, for real. If you're smelling skunk during the fall or winter, you either work at a skunk factory, your neighbor is smoking dank, sticky chiba, or you're having a shard attack. But spring is a beautiful time of rebirth and revolution. To clean your veins of a tattered winter and, to me at least, walk around in your Midwestern Bible Belt in Juggalo paint. However, the scent of anything can bring back strong memories, like the first day of fall when the heaters kick on reminds me of the Bard's Tale, sweet onions recall the time I diarrheaed myself in the 4th grade, and damp hamsters snap me back to curling up with Franklin inside his cupboard cottage. But what happens when the scent of Sheeton flowers reminds you of double parasite in the cold vacuum of space? Well, hope your enemy, who killed said parents, doesn't make that connection, because if they use that information against you in any way, well, that's just a top-tier dick move on their behalf. But while we're on the subject, I got some dick moves of my own.
I'm Nicole.
And this is Mostly Speaking Sentai.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5 of mine.
Woohoo, guys! Like me name James says, I'm James. And if you ever wanted a chill-ass episode of Mostly Speaking Sentai, you're about to get said chill, because it's early in the morning. Creep up in the morning, and she wanted me. Do your titties do it? Yes, she do. Or maybe it's not chill. I don't know. But, like I said, James! Fuck being chill, okay? Be crazy, be wild, be a child, and friggin' take a sword and cut yourself in the goddamn chest and say, I bleed my own blood for you, Satan, and then see the gates of hell crushed upon you, and then you walk through those brimstone-encrusted gates and you say, Father, I have arrived. And that's when your story truly begins. Life on Earth doesn't matter. What matters is the blood splatters on the wall when you are in his kingdom. Capital H. I'm taking the capital H away from God, away from heroin, and giving it to my queen.
Hey, James.
What's up?
And damp hamsters.
You were waiting for that. It's the bricks, Nicole, darling homebody.
Hey, baby.
I was like, someone's going to make fun of me. I should stop saying damp hamsters for this.
And damp hamsters.
I said as well as on, as that, no joke. I was like, oh, fuck me. Let me just plow through this and Sean won't make fun of me. He doesn't make fun of me.
Yeah.
Doesn't make? Did I say doesn't? I don't know.
You said Ian damp hamsters.
Nicole.
Yeah.
I want to just quickly say something because we don't really talk
Quickly, I don't think that's possible for
about
you.
Super Sentai news. But today,
yeah, we'd literally never do that.
Never have. Maybe in the beginning we touched on it a little. But every single new series of Super Sentai comes out and someone will be like,
Someone will be like, where the boobies at?
Yeah, I always am saying that. We get some pectorals in this.
Someone is James.
I'm like, guys, I don't care if this is a kid's show. Just show someone breastfeeding.
I don't care if they're dinosaurs.
Yeah, God. Why don't them dinosaurs have big old tits? Just sucking out milk that looks like... Would you want... Oh, actually, this makes sense. They're xenomorph robots. Yeah. So they can have milky coming out instead of oil.
Yeah.
Ridley Scott has made a precedent that robots can leak milk, so give us some dinos with those badongos.
Yeah.
So, every new series...
But they're not, like, scaly. They're, like, fleshy.
Yeah, why not? No, they're also not robotic. Like, the tits themselves are nice, fleshy, firm.
Sentient.
Yes. What? Yeah, this tits are you saying the tits have a mind of their own?
You said they're not robotic. And
No,
I was
yes.
like, what does that mean? And I was like, that means they're sentient.
No, it means they're actual flesh. They're flesh strapped onto a robot.
Yeah.
And you can just come up and milk them. And because they have a mind of their own, they're going through, I guess, like hot flashes or something. So you don't know
What?
what's going on. Like, oh, my body has a mind of its own. Either you're pregnant. I didn't want to say you're going through puberty and hormones because that's...
your body does have a mind of its own.
Yeah, it's always saying, "Fweep, I got a ding dong."
What?
My body always has a mind of its own, meaning my penis.
No, I'm just saying your brain is
Oh,
part
yeah.
of your body.
Oh, you know what I
Dingus.
mean. My body, I can't control my body.
Yeah.
It has a mind separate of mine own.
Does it also have hamsters?
Yes, it does. That's the name of the fucking episode. Something that happened in the intro has never,
hamsters.
ever been the name. Except the Zaddy thing. I think
Zaddy?
that was, that was a blooper. So, yeah. Even less precedence for that, you know?
Yeah.
Oh, I itch. Ooh, okay. So every single series, and anyone saying, oh, yeah, James can't talk about something quickly, this is on Nicole.
Yeah.
She's bringing up damn hamsters
You're
and
welcome.
fleshy robot tits.
Yeah, because I gotta be. You're like, you gotta be goofy. So like, okay, I gotta be on the same level, because otherwise James is just gonna take it there anyway. So
Yeah.
people love James.
No,
so I'll
they
just give
don't.
him more of this fucking weird ass energy.
They hate me. Okay? Like that Comatose song. Hate me.
They shouldn't.
Why? Because I'm goofy
Yeah.
and I'm a little cutie?
Yeah.
Yes, guys. It's recorded. She believes that I'm handsome.
So all of our listeners just hate listen,
Yeah. I would love it if people hate listen to this. Like,
and they hate pay us for Patreon
yeah. They're like,
for
"Fuck
extra
this."
content.
Or they do that so they can get more hate listens.
Exactly.
Like, people would be on HBO just to hate watch Entourage. So why not? So every single series, there's rumors. Oh, Toei, this is the last series of Sentai ever. It's gone for good. Another one of those rumors is coming up. And like clockwork,
It gets the people going, James.
this is when I will believe Sentai is done, is when it has been off the air for 11 years. Because that, I say 11 specifically because it could be like Kiss, or it could be like Godzilla, where, we're done.
Copyright.
What?
Copyright laws?
No.
Oh, okay.
Because Sentai, or let's say Kiss, Final Tour back in 2000s. No, then they kept touring. Godzilla with versus Destroyer. This is the last one. But then a few years later, well, the 1998 did well, and we kind of want to redeem ourselves for that. Let's start it up again. If Sentai does like a 10-year later, because they'll do that with series, I feel like they could get away with that and be like, oh, it did successful. Let's start it back up again. But if anything, if it ends, they will still keep doing like yearly movies and just go back into the nostalgia gate and bring up old teams that do well or did well, because that can, one, keep it in the zeitgeist in case they ever want to bring it back for a series, and two, keep up toy sales because they can invent one new thing for that specific movie and be able to sell that along with updated models of the toys. So guys, Sentai, it's never going anywhere. It's going to be like Batman. It's going to be like Superman. It will always be in the consciousness.
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man 2.
And 3. And Homecoming.
Yeah, and Tobey Maguire's and Into the Spider.
Yeah.
So yeah, guys, that's all I had to say up front. Did you want to talk about your weekend, Nicole?
Do I? No, not really.
Oh, well, I'll just say a quick thing. Nicole got very goofy at a restaurant, and on our way home, Nicole is trying to make me laugh and immediately goes to the well that will always make me laugh. And drunkenly, she still does a spot-on impression of Yogi Bear just going, yeah.
Yeah.
And it was very funny. I enjoyed it. And then Nicole started going, yabba-dee, yabba-dee, ba-do-bo. Yabba-dee, yabba-dee, ba-dee.
Yeah. I said, do you remember? And then I did it.
Yeah. And I said, yeah, it was great.
And my mom was like, are you even swooshy? And it made me laugh really fucking hard.
So we were at this restaurant, and they got a pitcher of margaritas. This is also like 9:30 at night. I'm ready to go to bed already, but I housed a burrito.
I also got a daiquiri, a mango daiquiri.
Yes.
It wasn't as good as I thought it was going to be, and I'm sad. I should have got strawberry.
But, maybe say it to the heavens.
I should have got strawberry.
You started out very low, but then got back to the same.
Yeah.
So I never noticed Nicole is drunk until I look into her eyes. And Nicole doesn't get drunk often. And that's why she just is the normal weirdo she is. But then I look into her eyes and they're just glazed over, staring at me. And she's like, hey. And I'm like, oh, yeah, she's been drinking. Of course she would be drunk.
It's not when I just start like squishing your face.
Well, generally that happens. And I'm like, why are you doing this? Then I look into your eyes and I'm like, oh, yeah.
Yeah. For some reason, I like just squishing people's faces when I'm drunk. I think it's funny.
Start doing that sober. I'd appreciate it.
What?
Any physical contact from you, I appreciate it.
Okay.
Satanic and Razakel me.
What?
They on stage, they would punch each other.
Yeah, I'm not going to do that.
Please, just anything. Then
No.
squeeze my face.
No.
Are you even squeezed my face? Dang.
No.
You burp so well. Everything you do, I'm enamored by.
Enameled.
Ooh, your enamel pins I'm enamored by.
Yeah, baby.
I'm like a mother looking at their firstborn, and whatever they do, they can't do wrong.
Gross.
I'm practically the mother of this relationship.
Babies are so gross.
Oh, yeah. I mean, no, I'm saying not firstborn like a freshly
Like they're
coated in
like
placenta.
just all of it. Like even just like they're ugly.
But I'm saying like a 6-year-old, your firstborn is still that.
Sure.
Like
It's still ugly.
Rumpelstiltskin took that lady, even though she was like probably, you think of her as a 20-year-old, but she was probably like 13. Still a firstborn. Rumpelstiltskin still has claims at that. Whenever he wants, can say, you're going to start spinning gold, baby.
I'm very confused as to how that relates at all.
Because
I'm so confused.
When I said firstborn, you immediately went to, fresh from the womb. But I'm saying I'm like a mother looking at, like a Beverly Goldberg looking at Erica saying, oh my God.
That's not my issue. My issue is the Rumpelstiltskin part.
Rumpelstiltskin said to the parents, I lay claim to your firstborn whenever I want, and took her when she was like 13 plus. Didn't he? Or was that fresh, like placenta-covered baby he snatched up and said, baby, I'm going to teach you how to spin gold?
He doesn't teach the firstborn how to spin gold.
But isn't Rapunzel their firstborn and that's why he takes her?
Rapunzel?
Or whatever the fuck her name is. I might not know. Rumpelstiltskin. But she's spinning gold for him, and she needs to say his name backwards, right? Or just needs to say his name? Explain the story of it.
No.
Like I am a newborn,
I'm
not a
over
firstborn.
this.
Yeah, that's what I should have said.
Stupid.
I'm not talking newborn, I'm talking firstborn. And not the rapper
Your
from Detroit.
Your homework is to look up what the fuck Rumpelstiltskin is.
Yeah. To me or the listeners?
You, bitch.
Oh, tell the listeners to do it as well. Now, if I said the B word in your direction, you'd be like, my never.
No, I said it's fine if you say it like Paris Hilton.
Okay, we need to start watching The Simple Life. Guys, if you thought
that
The
is
Simple Life...
something I would absolutely hate watch.
Oh, I don't think... I would just enjoy watch that. Because what's her face? Nicole Richie is funny.
Yeah, but like, see, like that's the thing is like those are the type of people that would bully me in school.
I don't think they. I think at the age they are in The Simple Life, they wouldn't have, because when you watch that show, they are calling all these people hot. Like they are trying to uplift their spirits so much so that when Betsy and Mono on We Love Trash were talking about it, they were like, I bet the guy that they kissed in that club is still talking about it to this day. There is a guy that they say, you're so hot you could be a model. And he's like a normal looking man. He's not like model level, but they were thinking the ramifications in this town, this small town, that guy was probably like, I'm dropping out of high school my senior year and I'm moving to Los Angeles because Paris Hilton said I could become a model. They're so, when you look back at it and you look at it as an adult eye, you know what I mean. I don't think they're being mean to really anyone besides like that one girl, but like they were joking with her of like, yeah, like he doesn't want you. He's like fucking everyone. But like they go so far with it. Not like, oh yeah, he had sex with this single person. They're saying like he's had sex with everyone, which is just quantifiably impossible. I think when you look at them, and maybe Paris Hilton, but I will defend Nicole Richie because she's...
But that's what... Okay, so the difference between what makes like a joke bullying and not bullying is like whether or not you are friends with them.
Okay, yeah.
If you're being jokingly mean to someone and you're not friends with them, you're bullying.
Okay.
Because it's at their expense. But if you're friends with them, it's like they can just like fucking rib you back and be like, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Okay.
There's a difference.
But they were bullying like the cool girl in town. So I don't know. I still, maybe we need to watch the entire thing and we'll discuss it on some podcast.
Sure.
Just the entire first season. We'll go in a second season.
On this existence.
Yes, we'll make Corey watch an entire season of show and see what he thinks.
Yeah.
And then we'll say, and next month, we're watching Love Never Dies. And he's like, why are you guys doing this to me?
I hate this.
This now feels targeted. Nicole wants this. I enjoy that she wants to be on the show finally, but back to back for this bullshit? No, thank you. Let us know, guys. What do you think of The Simple Life?
Instead of Corey, it would be JC.
Yeah. But, I mean, they don't seem to want to be on shows, or they just don't have a lot of time to be on shows.
Yeah, that's fair. I respect that.
Okay, all right.
The closer in proximity you are to James, the more you risk starting a podcast with him.
But yeah, guys, let us know what you think of The Simple Life and maybe mostly speaking Simple Life.
Oh my God.
Sentai's over, guys. Didn't you hear the rumor that happens every single year? Well, this one might be true. Who knows? Guess what? Probably not. We're changing course, a hard course change to mostly speaking The Simple Life.
Yeah, those two interests overlap. Definitely.
Absolutely. Out of everyone that probably would enjoy this, that I know listens to this show, if C still listens, C might have.
Maybe Steve. Steve F.
No, I was going to say It Takes Two to Toku might have. And it might just be It Takes Two to Toku. Because I don't know if The Simple Life went to South America, so C might not have. Mm-hmm. But C seems like someone who dug in the crates to find cool stuff.
Yeah.
And also, I don't know if The Simple Life is, in quotes, cool stuff.
It's not.
It's hot stuff, though.
It's hot.
I knew two girls in middle school who talked like them, and that's why I did not like it, but I had a crush on one of them, and I just had to kind of sit through her talking like that to be like, do you want to kiss me or not?
Yeah.
And we did, I think.
You think?
Yeah. I know I saw her boobs, but I don't know if we kissed.
Okay.
Who knows?
What?
It was in the forest. Yeah.
What the fuck?
And Dakota, Lorenzo, and Dan Stoll were waiting. They were like, James, this is like, we don't want to see you with your pants around your ankles because they're like, let's see that dick. And then I'm like, okay, if that ensures that I get to see boobs, that's a nice trade-off.
Did you?
Yeah.
And they just showed you their boobs?
Yeah.
Okay.
It was not, except then they were like, James has a small dick. And it's like, yeah, I wasn't erect, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you want to fully see, don't comment on anyone's penis unless it is erect. Or unless it's very large, not erect. Then you can comment on like, I don't want to see it erect. Because I am afraid.
Yeah.
I don't care if it's a grower or a shower because, hey, it's huge. Even if it stays the same size, it'll be jetting at your face once erect.
Yeah.
So it's still scary. Get it out of here. No,
Shit.
no. Yeah, that's what an erect penis does. It jets at your face. So today, Nicole, we
Why
watched...
am I not surprised we got to this point?
Because that's hot, bro. We also are filling in little dusts and crannies of my backstory. Episode 15 of 5-Man entitled Two Reds. Here's a quick rundown. Garo is like, I'm gonna beat you up, and I planted that flower because I knew you'd go, I smell it. And then he does smell it. That's Gaku. And then they get into a big old fight, and one of the flowers becomes a galactic plant Shidon demon and starts spinal tapping innocents. And then they beat him. Die Ranger. So, Nicole.
So that's the end of the podcast then?
No, what'd you think of the episode?
It was good.
Hell yeah, brother.
I enjoyed it.
My only issue is I wish that the Shidon flower became a monster that was walking around opposed to just a flower spinal tapping people.
Yeah. I don't know. I think I liked it how it was.
Yeah, or at least with the Goleen 13 that came in, it just was draped in vines.
Yeah, that was weird.
Like an Instagram model at Coachella. Actually, holy shit. If you are an Instagram model listening right now, next Coachella, please dress up in just a bunch of poofy pillows and drape some vinery around you and tag me in that photo. I will make sure to explain to every single commenter saying, what the fuck is this? What you are.
Uh-huh.
Maybe I'll go to Coachella dressed as that. Because then I could kind of boy in a bubble it so I don't get COVID.
Yeah.
Because you know some of those people are lousy with it because they're anti-vaxxers.
Yeah, I mean, I also just don't want those people near me.
They're like, oh, we don't put chemicals into our veins, then just snort a fucking line of DMT that they bought under an overpass. It's like, yeah, guys, come on.
Fuck, dude.
No, man, this is pure shit. And then you look at the chemical compound and it's like, half of it's flour, guys. You don't know what you're putting into your body.
You have no fucking idea.
It's filler, bro.
You're an idiot.
Or they're putting filler into their face, like for duck lips and shit.
Sure.
Which I have no qualms of if you want to do that. But if you're also saying, I'm not putting the COVID vaccine in my veins because I don't know what it is.
You're stupid.
Yeah. As you get
You want to
filler.
hear something that I legit heard? Actually, I'm pretty sure I told you and you didn't react. So,
But maybe the audience will. Right
Okay.
now, guys, film
yeah.
yourself right now to do a live reaction.
Audience react and then post it with your 5-star iTunes review.
You can't do that, or I guess you could link it.
Yeah, a link. Bitch.
That's hot.
It's just, I saw someone that I went to school with that was like, I'm scared to get the vaccine because I don't want to get sick. And I was like, what?
Yeah. Because people are like, I'm groggy for a day. Okay, that's not being sick. That's just being groggy for a day.
Well, not like you get the vaccine so you don't get sick.
Yes, but I think what they were meaning is I don't want to get groggy for a day, or I don't want to put the virus inside of me, not knowing that that's not what this kind of vaccine is.
Dude,
I think I can finally get my booster, so I need to get that.
Yeah, you do.
Because I've tried before, and they're like, it hasn't been the proper amount of time, sir.
Gotta get boosty aid.
I'm not opposed to it. I just have tried, and they say, we're not going to give it to you.
They said you have to wait.
Yeah. They also said, we're not going to give it to you. We want you to die.
They said, fuck you.
And then I realized that I was on TrumpVLeft.net.
For what reason?
Oh,
Just on accident?
Yeah, on accident. I thought I just Googled vaccine booster, and that was like, I guess, an advertised right at the top of Google. I clicked on it, and they said, don't get the vaccine. It will cripple your sperm count.
And you were like, okay.
Yeah.
Yes, please.
I need it even more crippled because they're just pounding at the wall of the cauterized vas deferens saying, let me out. I'm like, you can't, dude. It's impossible. So to put them in a daze, I need that booster inside of me. Of course, this is all false information. We're not really.
Yeah, this is a joke.
Yes, guys. Learn that we're a comedy podcast that happens to be Sentai.
That it's a joke.
What do people make of us?
But we really do want flesh boobies on a dinosaur.
Yes,
That's
that
a
is-
robot.
Yes. That's some
That's not a joke.
Tokyo gore police type
It's
shit.
for real.
Yeah. Well, Nicole.
Yes.
Oh, I realized in the intro of
Yes.
5 Man, all of them are doing an outdoor activity. Well, I mean, not the swim pool could be outside, but they're all verbing, and they're pretty much telling kids, hey, go verb yourself.
Okay.
And I like that. It's a good message. Common Sense Media would give this a 5 out of 5 for positive messaging.
Well, I was like, it's weird that they don't do each of their their teacher thing.
Yeah. I think only Ken does technically because he's like doing a
Because he's PE.
a physical education thing.
Yeah.
He says, bye-bye. And then he dives so deep into that pool, he conks his head and he goes out and he's like, I don't know what's going on. Blood pouring out.
So much blood.
Yeah. Too much blood. There's too much blood. That's a Bloodshot song
Cool.
from Bloodshot Inn.
So Garo growing this flower just for Ken to find it is like kind of romantic.
Mhm. It's cute.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. It would be if I wanted
Dude.
to, I don't even know what I could have done back in 2013 for you to like come upon it. Like if I
Yeah.
would have made a pop-up of Invader Zim store, I would have been like, I knew she'd arrive.
Yeah.
And you'd be there and I'd be like, I knew you'd come. And you would say, who did this? Then I'd pop out of a corner and I'd go, I did it. Because that's what he says.
Yeah.
It's a funny line. And it's just amongst wreckage. He couldn't have like planted it in a forest
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like
or outside their base
it's a missed opportunity, like
to kiss.
to kiss, but also okay, so many things. Like to just like actually trap him instead of just being like, it's just me. But I guess he was like, I'm strong enough, I can just beat him. I don't need to do anything extra.
He's overconfident in his power.
Also, he like cuts the flower off and then he's like, no. And I'm like, but the plant's like, it's fine.
Yeah.
It'll keep growing. You're fine.
It'll vine out, go all over this trash heap.
Yeah.
It's like Tupac's Rose from Concrete. Yeah, that's a poem book he had.
Great.
I wish I still had it because it's probably worth something.
It sounds like something a teen would write.
Yeah, probably. I think he started doing that before he was rapping, so...
You know what I mean? Like a teen when they're like, oh, this is so deep.
I mean, I had it as a
Rose
teenager,
from concrete.
and I was like, this is so deep. And then everyone was like, why are you reading a book of poetry? And I was like, oh, it's Tupac. And they were like, you listen to rap music? Flash forward 10 years. We fucking love Tupac. And then I'm like, yeah, so, like defund the police and whatnot. What are you talking about? Well, that's all like Tupac is talking about, like the fuck the police, the song Black Panther. What are you talking about? I thought that was about the Marvel book that I really like. Wait, you read the Marvel comic book? Well, I mean, the movie I really enjoyed. Those are conversations I've had with people. Exaggerated, but for real. Like people who love NWA. And I'm like, I'm pretty sure they meant when they said fuck the police, they weren't saying specific police. They were saying all the police.
All of it. Yeah.
Idiots. But Garo is
Yeah, people, yes.
the Joker from the 1960s Batman because the Joker has a full mustache in that. The actor did not shave that off. He's like, no, fuck that. Garo, I just realized, has a mustache and has face paint on. They don't paint over the mustache, but it is very weird to see. Because I don't think any of the villains so far have had, like, the Trivium didn't have mustaches. Button Boy didn't have a mustache. I think those are all the humans we've seen so far that are villains.
It's weird that we're like 40 episodes in and you're just pointing these things out.
We're 15 episodes in.
We're 50. I swear you said 40 earlier.
No, I said while we were watching that we have 40 left.
Oh.
Dude, we started that, I think, in this apartment.
I know. I don't know.
We haven't been here for 40 weeks
Oh
yet.
my God.
40 hours.
40 hours.
Oh, so they get into a big old fight, and during it, Gaku goes into one of the cars. They're in this like trash dump, this car wreckage place, and Garo just slices off the roof like a clean slice, and it flies off. It was a very cool effect they did. And they, of course, lose because a huge explosion happens. They both go away. It's a draw. They're both defeated. But Gaku is seen back training, and he just keeps hitting cars. And he's like, if Garo can slice this clean off, so can I.
Oh, fuck. I said Ken earlier, but you're right. It's Gaku. But, yeah. And then Garo, like, is in a cave.
Just sad.
Sulking.
So they come and they're like, hey, can we see those wounds? We brought the doctor. And I was like, who's the doctor in this group?
Yeah.
But we don't see him just yet. Then Billion says, hey, a warrior doesn't want to show you his wounds from battle. So they all leave. But then we see just a random person, not a human, like he's in a costume, holding like a little medical kit.
Dr. Monster.
Yeah, there's this doctor. If this were Car Ranger, the entire episode would have been focused. We would have seen this whole battle take place being like, oh, we're going to resolve this battle. That's the story. But no. We then start following the doctor around, and he's just having a day in the town while the battle's taking place in the background. And I would have been like, this is the greatest episode ever.
Yeah.
And Nicole would have said, no.
Yeah.
And I would have loved it. I think they should have fleshed out this doctor. What's their story? What are they about? What's their name? Maybe we see it later. But he's like battling, training, and shrits. And there's this scene where it looks like there's some Vaseline on the lens. And I thought, Nicole, when you do your Etsy photos, you should start putting a little Vaseline on that lens.
No, I need it for making molds.
Oh, Vaseline?
Yeah.
Yeah, but you could also put a little on that lens.
No.
Thinking about that, whoever had to clean the lenses afterwards, I feel so bad for.
Yes, pretty gross.
Yeah, ugh. They just clean it and jerk.
Also, like, why?
Because it's a good look. You can also put pantyhose in front of it.
I guess.
I only know about this stuff because of Just Shoot Me, that TV show.
With David Spade?
Yeah. There was the photographer was like, oh, yeah, back in the day, I used to shoot things low budget, doing this and that, these techniques. And that's how I know about those techniques. Techniques!
That show was like cringe, so I didn't watch it.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. I thought it was very good.
I was like, this is like a bad sitcom that like, I don't know who this is for.
It's for people who like to laugh.
I guess.
Brian Posehn was in it. I think Scott Aukerman was in it. For, I think, bit characters, but you got to check it out, Nicole. Don't shoot me.
I'm good.
Might be on Hulu still. What's your next note, Nicole?
Hair lady was like, I'm going to zap this flower with my hair magic and turn it into a demon plant.
And it's specifically Galactic Plant Sheet-on Demon. And I think it like, a person walks up to it and it's like, wow, this is a big flower, reaches out, and then it wraps around their neck, like lifts them up, and they're hiding the wire so well. I don't know how they were lifting this dude up. And then...
A wire.
Yeah, okay, thank you. And then stabs into his neck, and just blood is gushing out. I loved this part.
I was like, damn, dude.
So, content warning, there's blood. However, they get further into this. They're in this, like, plant cage match in the forest, and they say, oh, it's a galactic plant barrier. And
They don't even try to cut it.
I want to just start putting galactic plant in front of anything. Hey, a galactic plant windscreen, galactic plant broken cat, galactic plant Burger King action figure.
I prefer like just putting the word barrier after things.
Oh, okay. Examples?
Example, cat barrier.
Okay.
What was the last one you said?
Burger King action figure?
Burger King action figure barrier.
All right. Vaginal barrier.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Them's his underwear.
Always got to bring it back to sex.
That's not sex.
To genitals.
Okay, I'll take that. What about just the human form in its beauty?
Barrier.
Yeah. Genital barrier.
Thumbs up. Thumbs down.
Oh, okay. Thumbs down barrier.
Thumbs down.
That's not reading the comments, baby.
Yeah.
I wish we had comments.
That's only getting upvotes, baby.
Genital barrier.
That's the podcast title.
No, it's damp hamster.
It's and damp hamster.
Okay. Genital barriers and damp hamsters. That's disgusting. The Tokusatsu Network will call the police on us.
Yeah.
As they should.
As they should.
As they shouldn't.
As they shart.
Oh, okay. This episode, Nicole, is for the mommies out there because Gaku, we haven't seen.
Because of the genital barrier.
Yes. We haven't seen an episode in, I feel like, such a long time when one of them rips off their shirt. But Gaku does it. I don't remember it since what's his face in Die Ranger.
Honestly, I don't even remember that. But I do remember the Ken as Red Ranger, and the Red Ranger outfit comes off, and then it's just the Blue Ranger outfit underneath.
Yeah. It's very good. I do like when. So he's training and he gets beat up and he goes back.
But it's like just very cartoonish to me, though.
So he's trying to figure out what's going on, but Arthur is like, oh, I can't let them see this. So he turns off all the screens as Gaku's trying to figure out, oh, what can I do? But Ken is dressed up as the Red Ranger, Five Red, I should say, trying to take out Garo. And Garo, I think, suspects something, so slices at the helmet, and it just breaks in half, and underneath is the blue helmet while he's still wearing the red suit, which looked so fucking cool. I thought it did. I bet you can do that with your lightning collection, guys. That's
blaspheme.
No, it's not. There's a blast from me while I'm doing blasphemy.
I'm a blast fiend.
Okay, yeah. I'm a blasphemer. It's my leg just loves to sin.
What?
Because the femur, isn't that your leg bone?
Okay.
Yeah, my leg has moral religious compass of its own and is just trying to do devil shit.
That's the part I don't understand.
No. Blasphemer. It's a dancer who sells his legs to the devil and then he can dance real well. Hell yeah, the Blasphemer. Full moon features. Please buy it. Then we can do Blasphemer versus Evil Bong versus Ginger Dead Man. The battle of the ages. And then the Blasphemer's just stomping on that Ginger Dead Man. Hell yes, the Blasphemer.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
That could be the name of this episode. Blasphemer versus Ginger Dead Man. And Evil Bong. And we'll throw Doll Man in there as well.
No.
Why not? What about demonic toys?
What about it?
What about seed people?
What about it?
Remember when they were all milky?
What about it?
I don't know. Because I don't think this is a trauma property. We couldn't do Toxic Avenger versus the Blasphemer. This is actually a good script idea, guys. I might write the Blasphemer.
What about the Golan wearing the plant?
I liked it.
You said you didn't like it.
I mean, if an Instagram model is dressed up as
liar.
But we still have, they're looking, before they decide, hey, let's dress up as the Red Ranger, they're seeing the world being taken down by this demonic plant. And it's like, my favorite TV station, WBCS, the blood-curdling scream station. Because for just underneath, while they are discussing, there is a woman screaming her face off.
Face off?
Yes. And it's insane that they're like, this is a kid's show. How will we bed this to, like, put some atmosphere? Yeah, just have a girl scream as loud as she can like she is being brutally murdered.
And they're all just real calm about it.
Yeah. They're not like, we know, you want to know what? We'll think of the plan on our way there. We need to save this person getting spinal tapped.
Yeah.
During this time, Arthur is trying to talk Gaku out of becoming more powerful. He's like, hey, you are better at technique opposed to power, and I think there's something in that. And softness can overcome strength. And I haven't said this on the podcast yet. Like a couple weeks ago, I was in the middle of special time, self-reflection time. And
self-love?
Yeah, self-love. And, there's hatred in this.
Oh, no.
So I then had to, like, go do something. And then when I came back to it, I was soft. But, like, I was horny enough to like, I was like, oh no. And for the first time ever, I came well soft. And it sucks, guys. Don't do it. It's not as enjoyable.
Proud partner of the Tokusatsu Network.
Pull it soft, baby. Got that. The Vine cage match is dope. Also, guys, haven't said this in a while. This show's fucking dope. We also get to see more of Garo's design in this episode. Nicole, you said he had like something on his helmet?
Yeah.
What was it?
A tiny head.
A tiny head on his helmet?
Yeah.
Well, he also had a tiny skull at the handle of his blade.
It was probably the same design.
It was fucking cool. His design is awesome.
Yeah.
And man, that dude's neck must be either very strong these days or deteriorated from holding up that huge hat he had to wear.
It could have been made out of...
It's still hefty.
I don't know, fiberglass?
Fiberglass I know is very heavy.
Could be made out of drywall.
Okay, still kind of heavy. Paper mache, you could have said.
Cement?
Styrofoam? Yeah, okay. Could have been made out of that...
Pure gold.
Yeah, okay. Pure gold isn't that too heavy.
Pewter.
Okay. Could have been made out of just stone.
Hamsters.
No, dry hamsters would be okay, but damp hamsters, too heavy.
The water weight.
Yeah. Oh, man. Whew.
Hooey.
And in this episode, we get a rare Ranger jumping out of, you get it like once a series, the Ranger jumping out of the Zord, the mecha, and doing some battle to the other giant monster on it. He says, "I'm sorry, Shidon Flower, but I will avenge you," slices it off. It gets destroyed. They're able to take the guy out. Happy ending.
Specifically, Arthur holding hands and skipping at the end. I loved it.
Hell yeah, man. And that's it.
I liked it. It was action packed. It was kind of sad. It was good.
Mm-hmm. I really love this series. If you haven't watched it and you need the episodes, hit me up. I am able to give you these episodes. I think they need to be seen. I wish Shout Factory would have been able to put out 5-man. They were close to doing it, but the whole Hasbro thing shut it down, and that sucks. This is now past Car Ranger. I think this is a second, and I don't think Die Ranger will ever be usurped.
Yeah, I don't think it will either.
It's just a
Unless
What's up?
we go into some Kamen Rider shit, baby.
I already know Gaim will not dethrone Die Ranger, because Die Ranger, the aesthetic is, that early 90s stuff, whereas I think Kamen Rider Black might be able to usurp it, but I don't know. Let's find out. We'll do Kamen Rider Black on the Patreon, and then we'll do Gaim in the free feed. Yeah, Nicole's saying, yes,
No.
I love that idea, because we'll finally get more than 17 patrons. Guys, go over to patreon.com/MLM pod. This month, we are doing nothing but 3 ninjas on This Existed every single week. And we've got guests lined up. Kyle and Melzer from Muscular Clown are on Kick's Back, and Sean Marciniak is on High Noon at Mega Mountain. It's a great time, $5 a month. Oh yeah, but I'm not into full plugs yet. Next week, if all goes right, we will be checking off another on our Dream Get Guest quest, because the Jank, you might know them from Tomorrow's Nobodies, their work on Lowbrow Studio stuff, as well as Mega Man Dies at the End. Stacy, David, and Chase will be on the show.
If you haven't, go check it out.
Yes, please.
Which one would you recommend?
As something to just dip your toe in, and if you like their sensibility on this, how it's played, it's on the Lowbrow Studios.
Right, yeah.
Because it's like doing absurdist takes on things that aren't explained in video games. Like the first one is the Tanuki feather thing in Mario that lets him fly, gives him a Tanuki tail. Very good. It's only like 7 episodes, so you can get in, get out. It's awesome. So yeah, Nicole, what you got to plug?
Oh, hi, it's me. Follow me on social media at Darling Homebody, and visit darlinghomebody.com for creepy, cute stuff that I make. I've now got In Pause We Trust prayer candles, so check those out. And patreon.com/darlinghomebody. Sign up before April 1st and get a cat butterfly sticker or magnet.
Hell yeah. Go over to MLMpod.com to find out information about my other shows, such as Shuffling the Deck with Sean Marciniak and I. It's the definitive introductory ICP playlist podcast. It's a great time. We're having a blast over there. Check out Sweet Child of Time with Steve Barnes and I. We're going through all the episodes of the Amazon series Wheel of Time. It's good, bitch. Also, Hit It and Credits coming back. You know that because Robbie was on, but we have recorded the first couple episodes and it'll be coming out April 6th. We're doing bi-weekly because it's just very hard to schedule. So we want to go into it just every other week. You're getting the story, but it's coming back for sure. 2 thumbs up, baby. Then go over to patreon.com/MLMpod. We now have over 100 episodes in our back catalog. It's the perfect time to get in there, start listening to stuff. You have Talking About Beyblade. That's done. You can listen to all 31 episodes and be like, wow, Beyblade? I'll form my own judgment on it. We also have Engaged with Nicolas Cage. We just did Face Off on there. We have the Toku Reading Corner, which Nicole is currently reading a My Little Pony Power Rangers crossover fanfic, and the aforementioned This Existed, where we're going through all of Three Ninjas because Lil Corey was like, what are you talking about? I don't know this movie. Three Ninja? Is that what you said? And I'm like, no, it's pluralized, baby. And we're having a blast over there. So again, patreon.com/MLM pod. $5 a month gets you that, and $10 a month you get watch-alongs, which right now, usually it's just one watch-along a month, but this month I'm giving you 4 watch-alongs because we did all 4 Three Ninja movies. It's a good time. Ooh, baby. And you get your name shouted out on every single free feed podcast, so let's begin, starting with Steve F.
Steve F. Eric and Teresa from Ranger Command Power Hour. We've got Defo. They do music at D/FO.
D-FO. We also have Alex Z, the Waz. Tyler Wright, he's our friend. Elliot W at Garlic Sunshine on Instagram for their amazing artwork. Jordan B, the Chaos Witch, and Steve Barnes at Intro Void on Spotify and Substack. Arf, arf, arf. And you can also join, guys. Get on over there. I've been James.
I'm Nicole. I also wanted to plug our P.O. Box. If you wanted to send us things, it's James McCollum, Marshland Media, P.O. Box 180036. That's the P.O. Box number, and then the road is 2011 West Montrose Avenue, Chicago, Illinois, 60618.
Yeah, and please tell me before you send stuff, just so I know to go over there, because sometimes they don't actually put the thing in the P.O. Box, and I need to ask them, hey, you got anything behind that counter for me?
Yeah.
And that's at MSS Pod on Twitter or Marshland Monster on Instagram.
Nice.
I've been James.
I'm Nicole.
And we've been Mostly Speaking Sentai. Bye-bye.
B.
This has been a Marshland Media production, produced by James McCollum. For more content, please visit MLMpod.com. To support our network and have access to exclusive podcasts, head over to patreon.com/MLMpod and sign up today. And damp hamsters snap me back to curling up with Franklin inside his cupboard cottage. No. And damp hamsters snap me back to curling up with Franklin inside. Oh my God. Oh, yeah.